Salute to you for joining me. I appreciate you here on Rastas Realities, where the real is raw and the truth is the law. The oldest trick keeps working. As a man of substance and integrity, which is how I choose to live my life, I will always admit when I am wrong. As a teen, the opposite was true. But as one matures and with the understanding that morals, as well as other life-changing attributes, are far more beneficial than to live falsely and lying to cover up wrongdoings, all because of not being real with myself. That said, this video is to acknowledge that we all have eyes and they have been fooled. Whether it's when we meet a woman or a girl and we take her where we take her, all to find out that her hair, skin, nails, and body parts are Barbie parts. Or it's what the media classifies as news stories. There's a difference. News is something that you can use. Everything else are distractions and or entertainment. As a good brother by the name of Nick always says, my ears may not work properly, but my eyes works just fine. Shout out to him and his channel. What my eyes have picked up on most recently is that the whole George Floyd act is just that, an act. And with an act, you need actors, preferably a villain, or two, or three, or four, a camera crew, and one or two bystanders that can be heard in the background to add to the believability factor. There's one last element that is needed. Without them, what was the purpose of the act? And that element is the public. One thing is for sure that I know about is the public and people. And that thing is that there will always be opposition. No matter how much we can relate to each other, opposition and the importance of balance is a true fact of life, of which I discussed in another video. Check it out. See, the media is used to invoke feelings of despair, grief, sadness, and anger, as those are the most profitable to the system in place. It's like a piano. When just thumping on it, it sounds disorganized and terrible. But when played in a composed manner, the melody can soothe the savage beast. No pun intended. So when we as human beings see a story such as the Floyd story, the ones responsible already know that the action as a result of viewing the story or hearing about the story, that one will follow and behave first in an emotional type of way, and the actions of that said emotions will now follow. They already have contingency plans in place as they, the media and powers that be, are engaging in mind warfare like chess and backgammon. Sadly, our officials that we vote for are in on it as well. I know you don't want to believe that. I know you want to believe that the ones who's in positions of power but limited power has your best interest at hand, especially when they look like you. And sadly, that isn't true. I've witnessed many people in places of power or limited power allow themselves to be corrupted by said power and or the benefits of it. Yes, including those who look like you and I. Yes, even me occasionally have fallen for the okie doke, as I and you are imperfect as the rest. The difference is that acknowledged ignorance and or rectifying actions makes for more informed and vigilant individuals. Going along to get along is a form of self-oppression. The matrix is breaking down as it was built on lies. And we all know what and who the matrix is. The creators of it are scrambling to maintain control of something that's unnaturally implemented. To overcome the system, one must not participate in it. Whatever that action is, that is what we must do. Harmony, peace starts within and with being uncompromising with what is natural and what is naturally deserved, which is peace, quiet, and freedom. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams for the Peace, Quiet, and Freedom slogan. Check out his channel. True freedom means that the distractions, bad news, etc. are not allowed to take up space in my and our minds. A true protest is your life and the way that you live it. Lastly, it is, as I have said many times on this channel, that the same way you need to monitor what you put into your mouth, the same goes for your mind. No oppressors can control that. I salute you for joining me here on Rastus Realities. Subscribe and share if you like what you hear. And speaking of like, hit the like button as it promotes the channel using YouTube's algorithm. I am R. Akil Bomani. Peace to you.